you want to start?
Yeah, so, we got married. Next Wednesday will be
20 years.
20 years. For about 14 and a half years, couldn't start a family.
We went to some fertility specialists and found out that it was pretty much going to be nearly impossible for us to have children.
Mm-hmm.
And it just turned our world upside down. It was very hard, very hard to hear that.
We were crying. We fell asleep on the sofa. And I was on the outside, Cindy was on the inside. And the Lord woke me up and he said, get up. And I just kind of slipped off the sofa and it's just incredible. So I'm on my knees and the Lord led me to put my hand on Cindy's stomach and I just closed my eyes like this. And he said, open your eyes. And I opened my eyes and from her stomach, she was asleep, it was this golden light was just emanating from her stomach. It was tremendous. It was my right hand and I could see the light, like the beams of light. And then I closed my eyes and it was gone. As sure as I'm sitting here right now, I knew that Cindy at some point would carry our babies. I just knew it. It was like not a matter of debate. Obviously, and so that was early on in the journey. So I was in West Texas. I was visiting some projects that I was on. And so I stop, I order my food and I'm just, there's a car in front of me getting the food. And the Lord says, John, I will do things in such a way that you'll know it's my hand that's doing it. It's like, so I'm just overwhelmed. And then the way that he would say, like, I'm gonna build your family. I will do this in such a way that John, you and Cindy, and those that know will know that it's my hand that has done it.
This is another part of the story. So I am still just so amazed that the Lord was so faithful to us because it was hard for me to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of like, oh wow, that's amazing. But in my heart, like I didn't believe that would happen. And that was a struggle, but years went by and we kind of, we just kept trying and, praying, and John was about to turn 40.
Turn 40.
And that was definitely a reality. So we're like, okay, are we going to pursue adoption or is it just going to be you and me, babe, for the rest of our life, and
we came across a snowflakes, which is embryo adoption. I remember reading the first, little paragraph, and I was like, Cindy, this is it. I know this is for us, And I tell Cindy, and
it was a different story for me. I was like, what? I just couldn't really wrap my head around it. I'd never heard about it. Like, what? I would carry, an embryo that is not, genetically related to me. And we wanted to do what God wanted us to do. I wanted to hear from him. And so my friend Brittany, she's like, let's pray. And so as she was praying for me, she said, Cindy, I just feel like I'm getting a word from the Lord. And it's about Joshua when they were going to cross the Jordan, and that, they had to take the first step. She said, I feel like the Lord is just saying, he wants you to take the first step. Mm-hmm. And I just immediately had peace that, okay, Lord, like, yes, I will. Like, I will take the first step. Mm-hmm. And so I told John that day, I said, yes, like, I want to do this. Mm-hmm. And we said yes to embryo adoption. And
so they said like 6 weeks to 6 months, and like, okay.
And it was 1 week.
6 days later.
Yeah.
And they're like, your placing based on your selection is the hardest that we do. And 6 days later, we get an email that, hey, we found a match. And we sat here, and we were right here on the sofa. And we just said, Lord, before we even look at this, before we even open this email and read it, we just want to know, is this what you want us? Is this like the family that you have for us? And he said, yes. And so with this joy, we opened it up and we were just like, man, just reading all about it. It was tremendous, tremendous, tremendous. Fast forward, Hudson's born, successful transfer, Hudson's born, and I'm holding him. And I just remember that time that I knew she would be pregnant. And I'm like, here is the evidence of his faithfulness. I'm holding it.
Yes.
Tangible evidence that his promises do come to pass.
So We have Hudson, our miracle baby boy. He's about 10 months old, and I get really sick. I think go to my doctor, and we find out we're pregnant.
Yeah.
So Hannah was born. Then a few years later, we decided to do another embryo transfer, and it resulted in a successful pregnancy, and we have Heather. When we were first, got our diagnosis about our fertility, to pray and ask the Lord for a baby was like, okay, is this crazy? But here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we never thought we would be able to have children.
Almost on a daily basis, we're like, can you believe 5 years in, we're still in awe of the fact that we even have kids. And then the way that the Lord created our family is phenomenal.